Hello and welcome to the 1989-91 CFBM report. In the next 10 minutes I shall bring you news of the year's activities including a financial report. First though, an introduction to the board. On the left is the Vice Chairman Simon Scott with Neil Archer on the right, who is the Chairman. This is Darren Hickmock, the Secretary, and coming into view now on the left hand side is the Accountant Philip Harvey. Out of the 16 members, only 8 remained with the company this year. For any company to survive, a good product or service needs to be found. In the case of CFBM, this was also a problem. The company had problems in the beginning in finding a product which would sell. The first product was selling bundled kindling, but no one was interested in this. It was very fortunate that the kindling cost the company no money in the first place, and that even the half-page advertisement in the school magazine was free. It was only after much time and discussion that the company found a product which was really successful. With the coming of Christmas, it was thought a product connected with this festivity would be appropriate. Many ideas during board meetings were put forward, and after voting, it was decided that the Christmas wreath would be our new product. Here, Vice Chairman Simon Scott is showing one of the completed wreaths. They are made out of natural foliage, and so they were relatively cheap to make, although they were very time-consuming. Because they were time-consuming, we had trouble keeping up with demand, and with a larger workforce we would have been able to have doubled orders with no problems. Costing only £5, the wreath was a bargain for customers also, and it was no surprise we sold every single one. Simon is showing how the Christmas wreath was put together. The backbone of the wreath is a metal wire frame, on which a sponge-like material is placed to retain water. Plastic is then wrapped around this to stop excess evaporation and dripping. Once completed, the foliage may be put in. Being natural foliage, it was important to have the sponge to keep the wreath looking fresh. To finish the wreath, each is then decorated, as Simon is doing here. After this, they were then packaged in boxes for protection and then sold. Customers included high street names such as the Rye branch of Midland Bank and also Barclays Bank. We were also lucky enough to sell 20 wreaths to the local greengrocer, who would obviously sell them on. As he bought 20 wreaths, we only charged him £4 per wreath. In all, the Christmas wreath turned out to be a very successful product, albeit very time-consuming to produce. Our second product was in fact a service. It was delivering roses on Valentine's Day. The idea was for people to pay us to deliver a rose to their loved ones. Here, Simon Scott is taking down details from a customer who wishes to do such a thing. Simon is taking down information such as where and when the loved one will be on February the 14th. And then at the end, they would obviously be delivered, and this was done obviously on February the 14th. The roses, by the way, were plastic, and we bought them in bulk quantities, which meant it was cheaper. And now for the long-awaited financial report. Firstly, money's coming in. We sold 114 shares at 25p, that gave us £28.50. The bank overdraft gave us £35. We sold 30 wreaths at £5, that gave us £150, and we also sold 48 flowers at £48. Now, money coming off, the materials for the Christmas wreaths cost us £50 10p. The start-up kit, which we had to buy, cost us £35. We also had to buy the 48 flowers. They were 35p each. That cost us £16.80. There was also a deduction of 15% VAT. That's £19.66. We had to pay back the overdraft, obviously. That was £35. There was also the rent, £7.50. Travel expenses, £12. Shares and dividends, £39.90. And the corporation tax, which was £5.20. We were left in the end with total profits of £14.70. All from the financial report, and in fact from this programme. As you can see from the roundup, CFBM was a reasonably successful company. Well, goodbye.